Jay Cutler, who has been under siege a good part of the season. First 3 games put up great numbers. Last 3 have not been good. Matt Forte, as we mentioned, key running back. The wide receivers, Johnny Knox with speed. Devin Hester, always a threat to go all the way. The offensive line, Roberto Garza, 10-year vet, is back. He'll be on right guard, which he played last year, and he'll try to help out the rookie Jamarcus Webb, the right tackle. They open with 2 tight ends. Kellen Davis, the second tight end. Straight ahead, Forte, nice hole, and he gets up to the 29-yard line. Dante Whitner with the tackle for the Bills. Bills struggle against the run defensively. They go with a 3-4. They'll switch to a 4-3. Kyle Williams, the man in the middle, has played great. Andre Davis, one of their top linebackers, is out. Paul Posluszny had a career-high 18 tackles last week. Jarris Byrd, who had 9 interceptions last season. The secondary has no interceptions this season. The team has only 1. On second down, Forte slipping away. Trying to get outside. There's no help there. And he fights his way back to the 28. Loss of about a yard on the play. Reggie Torbor, with a blitz from the outside, forced Forte the other way.
Yeah, Mike Martz right here, the offensive coordinator. I think, just these guys looking at themselves during the bye week. Sam, their defense is playing really good. Their special teams is good. Their return game is good. It's time for the offense to find it, period. Jay's not there in the passing game, but as we said in the open, they got to get that running game cranked up. Look for a lot of that. Look for a lot of play action. I think Greg Olsen could have a big day today right down the seams.
Here's 3rd and 4 for the Bears with 3 wide receivers. Earl Bennett in as the 3rd wideout. The blitz coming. They run it with Forte, and he gets back to the 29. Good tackle by Paul Posluszny. There is Ryan Fitzpatrick. In week 3, took over as the starting quarterback. He was the starter at the end of last season. They started this season with Trent Edwards. Fitzpatrick has been good the last 5 games. Fred Jackson, the lead runner, but C.J. Spiller, their first-round draft pick, will see a lot of time. They've got excellent receivers in Lee Evans and Stevie Johnson. The offensive line, Cordero Howard, the rookie, starts at right tackle. We'll see Mansfield Rotto alternate with him.
Julius Peppers up on the rookie right now.
Fred Jackson, nothing there. Good job against the run. Bears are good against the run. That was Lance Briggs, who's back healthy again, penetrated and made the tackle. For the Bears, they're 4-3. Adonijay has really stepped up. Peppers has only 2 sacks, but Adonijay is benefiting, getting a lot of pressure, and the inside men have been strong against the run. Urlacher back healthy, playing very, very well this season. Secondary, Zach Bowman is out, but Tim Jennings has moved in and has played very well at the cornerback spot. Roscoe Parrish in as a 3rd wideout. Fred Jackson takes the handoff, and again, no gain. And again, it's Lance Briggs. Julius Peppers was there as well.
Yeah, and you said Julius Peppers with only 2 sacks. That doesn't tell the whole story. He has been outstanding against the run. He started over at left end. Right there, he's at right end. Just watch him get up the field there. He's going to get rid of Demetrius Bell. Here comes Lance Briggs scraping over the top. Peppers, you said the 2 sacks. He's been outstanding, Sam, at defending the run and forcing double teams and holds.
Henry Melton in at defensive tackle for the Bears, and they have 5 defensive backs in. On 3rd and 12, Fitzpatrick hit as he throws, and there's Peppers. That's not a sack, but it's almost the same effect. Big hit by Julius Peppers on Ryan Fitzpatrick, breaks up the pass play, and it's 3 and out for the Buffalo Bills.
He is just a beast. Watch at the bottom of your screen right here. He's on Demetrius Bell, fakes it up inside, comes back inside, outside, comes back inside. That was a little TE game. Tackle goes down.
Bears start from the 34. Bills have Arthur Moats, number 52, in at linebacker. Forte on the carry, so they are committing to the run early on. Forte straight ahead gets 2 yards up to the 36. Dante Whitner, the safety, in on the stop. Leotis McKelvin is starting at cornerback for Buffalo today. Terrence McGee practiced this week. He's had a nerve and neck problem, and they decided to keep him out. And there's McKelvin getting the start.
Yeah, they're talented on the back end now. Their biggest problems have been defending the run, and you look at least 5 of their games this year, they've given up over 200 yards to rushers on the ground.
Bears with 3 wide receivers. The tight end Olsen motions and sets up in the backfield. Blitz coming. Got rid of it to Forte, and he's brought down on an outstanding tackle by Brian Scott. Forte, they love that pass play. If he gets free, it's a big gainer, but that was a great tackle by Brian Scott, the 8th-year veteran out of Penn State. The defensive coordinator this year is George Edwards. Took over from Perry Fuel, who last year was defensive coordinator and then became the interim head coach and left to become the defensive coordinator of the Giants.
You talked earlier about 3-4-4-3. I think that's been a big problem for them in terms of muddying the water and guys really trying to identify and know where they're supposed to end up versus the run.
On 3rd and 7, 3 wide receivers for the Bears. Everybody out. Cutler throws a low ball and it's incomplete. Try to get it to Devin Hester. He was covered by Reggie Corner.
Matt Ryan 16-1, Sam, in the dome at home. Whoa.
Fitzpatrick gets time and throws again to Roscoe Parrish, who's got it for a first down. The first down of the game.
Well, and the Bears love to run the cover too, but they catch him here in man coverage. Roscoe Parrish in man coverage, quick as a hiccup. You see DJ Moore trying to cover him here. He's just going to stick his left foot in the ground, run an out route. The ball's delivered on time. Very good throw from Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Last 3 games, the 3 top receivers, Lee Evans, Stevie Johnson, and Roscoe Parrish, have all been good. From the 42, the tight end David Martin shifts. Blitz coming. Fred Jackson. He avoided a couple of men, and then Julius Peppers got a piece of him and took him down. Tough run up to the 48 for Fred Jackson.
Watch Danielle Manning come up from his safety position and try to fill the hole. 38, you'll see him right here at safety, right under the middle of the field Bill logo there. Here he comes. Now he's going to come and spill this thing, which means force it to the outside. And look at that wicked cut on Brian Urlacher. I mean, you draw that up perfectly on defense. You get Urlacher sitting in the hole. Manning does a perfect job of spilling it to him. And Fred Jackson puts a wicked cut on Urlacher and is able to pick up extra yards.
3 wide receivers for the Bills who work out of the shotgun off the fake handoff. Quick out to Parrish. Nice moves by Roscoe Parrish. Down to the Bears, 39-yard line. Roscoe Parrish very quick. They like to get him the ball, get him some space, and he can make things happen. Picked up 13 on the play.
And you got to like the plan here, and it's what you do against Chicago. You got to be patient, and you got to throw the ball underneath. Just a quick little bubble screen out to the side. Good block out there by Lee Evans. I would expect a lot of that today, continuing to try to get Chicago to rally up into that short passing zone. And then Fitzpatrick, I guarantee, will try to hit him over the top outside the numbers.
Tommy Harrison on the defensive line for the Bears. Quick outside of Roscoe Parrish, the other side, trying to beat Tim Jennings, but Jennings stayed with him and dropped him for a loss. Tim Jennings has taken over at cornerback, and he has played very, very well for the Bears.
And here's what the Bears want to do on defense. They want to sit in that cover two. They want to have 2 deep safeties. That's put 7 defenders, Sam, and you'll see them right here in the run box, what I like to call the combat zone. What the Bills need to do is they need to run him out of it. And we saw it already once with Danielle Manning coming up. You force the safety up into the box. You get a rotation on the back end. Now it's a 3 deep coverage with a deep middle safety. And as I said earlier, you'll see Fitzpatrick take some shots.
The handoff to Fred Jackson on 2nd and 12. He gets back to the 40-yard line. Lance Briggs with another tackle. He's had a great start to the game tonight on Fox. 3rd possession for the Bears. They start from the 19. 3 tight ends in there, including Bonamaliuta. This is Chester Taylor with his first appearance. Picks up a yard as he followed Greg Olson around the right side. That is Sean Merriman.
Lights out, baby.
With the Bills, number 32 in the league. They had the first claim. He was on waivers. They claimed him. He has come to Buffalo, said he wants to do well here and finish the season strong. Not in great shape, not ready to play yet, but they hope to have him back fairly soon and in the lineup. And he will add something to them. 4 wide receivers for the Bears.
Look at all this
empty backfield.
Shifting and motioning to confuse the Buffalo Bills on defense.
Everybody out. They chase Cutler. He runs for it. Good run by Cutler. Steps out of bounds at the 32-yard line. First down of the game for the Bears. Chris Kelsey and Kyle Williams chased him.
Yeah, good rush by Kyle Williams. You see him left on the left guard there, number 95. He'll be rushing on Chris Williams, going to get right by him. Kreutz is late to get the help. Love the fact that Cutler's running. And I think he needs to do more of this. And when you watch Jay Cutler, I remember when he was in Denver, the guy is underrated in terms of his athleticism. He can run the rock. That will change, Sam, how defenses want to defend him if he can threaten people with his legs.
18-yard run, his longest run of the season at the 38 with Taylor in the backfield. Taylor slowed down, slipped away, and gets back to the line of scrimmage. Almost dropped for a loss. Nice penetration by Chris Kelsey of the Buffalo Bills. Well, Adam Kaplan tries to determine who the best team in the NFC is on foxsports.com. So log on to voice your opinion at foxsports.com/vote. So we'll find out who the fans think
Yeah,
best
I know
team
where my
in the
vote's
NFC
going.
is. Yeah? Big Blue?
I don't want to get you too excited. New York Giants.
Chester Taylor splits out, empty backfield again. Blitz coming, and a great catch by Earl Bennett. Boy, good job by Taylor to hang in there. He was being blitzed, and he found Bennett.
Well, great job by Jay Cutler to see it, and that's been an issue. Mike Martz will always say, look, if here comes the corner blitz, watch Reggie Corner, 27. Here he comes. Jay Cutler sees it and is able to unload it to Earl Bennett. And that's what you want to see out of your quarterback. Look, in Mike Martz's system, a lot of people want to overload it. They want to blitz it. They want to send a free runner. And as Mike has told me for years, that's up to the quarterback to see that guy, know where his outlet receiver is. Cutler did it very nicely there.
Another first down at the 48-yard line. Off the play fake, Cutler rolls and throws. A little too wide for Devin Aroma-Shadu. Then the Roonies. Cutler on 2nd and 10, spinning, screen pass to Forte, trying to get outside. He gets a few yards into Bills territory, out of bounds, chased by Reggie Torbor. He got down to the 45-yard line, picked up 6 on the play.
You mentioned Ralph Wilson, the owner in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. It was great to see him go in. He's been such a good owner for so long in the National Football League. You talked about that, and I got to tell you, this regionalization project up here in the Toronto area has been good for them. The 5-year deal, and people here in Toronto just buzzing around talking to people. They love their football up here. So good stuff. Good idea there from Ralph and the Bills.
3rd year of a 5-year deal. 5 regular season games, 3 preseason games. Rasheed Davis in motion. He's the 3rd wide receiver for the Bears. On 3rd down, Cutler trying to find a man. He does. He finds Johnny Knox. A first down the sideline. He stepped out of bounds at the 21-yard line. So the Bears finally convert a 3rd down.
Well, and they got protection because everybody blitzes Jay Cutler. They are the most blitz offense in pro football. They're going to send 6 guys here, the Buffalo Bills. George Edwards says, I'm dialing up the pressure. Going to try to blow the confidence of Jay Cutler, and he just nonchalantly is able to buy a little time with his footwork. Good blocking up front, delivers a strike.
The speedy Johnny Knox picks up 24 yards. He's had 9 receptions of 20 or more yards this season. Chester Taylor in the backfield. Manamalayuna to the right side. End around to Hester. Looking for some room. Couple of moves. Tripped up. Good tackle by the cornerback Drayton Florence. If Hester gets outside, that would have been big trouble for the Bills.
That's an outstanding tackle by Drayton Florence, who's, I mean, you watch him in the open field, and basically when Hester gets that reverse Sam and he's in space, he becomes what he's really, really good at, which is a legendary punt returner. Anytime you can tackle him in open space by yourself, you've done something good.
A loss of a yard at 2nd and 11. 3 wide receivers in. Earl Bennett, the 3rd wide out. Olsen, the tight end, motions. Toss to Taylor. Makes the turn. Got a block up front from Omiel. The tackle, and gets down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
We're over 10 plays. This one's got to be, what, 13 or 14?
This is 11 officially, the 11th play. Cutler swings it out. Nice play by Taylor. Gets inside the 5 and down to the 4-yard line. Chester Taylor, another player that they targeted during the bye week as a man that they needed to get the ball to. He makes big plays. That was a 14-yard pickup.
Watch Johnny Knox clear it out for him, though, Sam. Number 13 at the top of your screen. They're going to send Puslesny with him. And then there it is right there. Chester Taylor, you break 1 tackle. Get yourself down to the 4-yard line. Well-designed play, and then, of course, Chester. He's inactive today, and Kyle Williams has never looked back. He's been terrific.
3 tight ends in. Off the play fake. Cutler with time. Looking. Nobody open. Now he throws. It just missed. Connecting. Kozlowski was covering. He tried to hit Greg Olsen at the side of the end zone. Olsen's almost been a forgotten man the last 3 games.
Yeah, 3 catches in 3 games. Old scramble drill, just trying to find an opening, and
George Wilson, the safety, covering him.
I do like the fact, though, Sam, we've seen it already a couple of times today, and I talked about it. The Cutler's moving around. He's buying himself time with his feet.
Olsen motions, 3 wide receivers in. That's a shovel pass to Forte, who spun down just inside the 5-yard line. Back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 3rd and goal for the Bears, who have struggled in goal-to-go situations. This is their 10th of the season. They've scored only 3 touchdowns previously.
Worst in the NFL. You see it right there for them down in the red zone. And those are the issues. I mean, the 3rd down stuff, the red zone, you work yourself down to get yourself in position to score. You walk away with field goals instead of touchdowns. It's not good.
Forte in the backfield, 3 wide receivers. Forte motions. Cutler under pressure, he throws, and the ball is caught for a touchdown by Greg Olsen. Whoa. He got it into just a little bit of space, and what a job by Olsen to hold on.
Well, what a job by Olsen to hold on, because Earl Bennett looked like he wanted some of that football too. You're going to see Olsen there, 82, end man on the line of scrimmage at tight end. Watch he and Earl Bennett. They're both going to go together, crossing routes. They're both together. Earl thought it was to him. The ball's clearly higher to Greg Olsen, and he comes down with it. And the down with him. I'm not so sure that happened.
I think Tawina just ran right over.
I agree.
Back to the 30, 1st and 20. Fitzpatrick throws and completes it to the tight end, David Martin. Pickup of 10, back to the original line of scrimmage, the 40. Bring up a 2nd and 10. Bills have Mansfield Rotto in at right tackle. They're rotating Rotto and Cordero Howard, the rookie out of Georgia Tech, at right tackle, with Cornell Green put on IR. He's done for the season.
Yeah, I'll tell you, they have been stressed at O-tackle all the way back to the offseason. I think when Brad Butler retired, I think it caught guys by surprise.
Here's C.J. Spiller, 1st-round draft pick. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe got a yard. The 1st-round pick out of Clemson was brought down by Danielle Manning.
Let me give you a couple things that I really like about Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's really smart. He's got a pre-snap read. You'll see it right here. He looks, he identifies single safety high. Now he knows in his mind, I got Lee Evans one-on-one outside the numbers. He's going to fire a perfect ball for the touchdown. Now here you'll see him drop back. He moves the free safety with his eyes, able to move him over, and then blindly throws another strike right there to Lee Evans. 2 years ago, he told us he'd have never made that throw. Sunday reps have been very, very good to him in terms of the game experience.
3rd and 9. Fitzpatrick throws, completes it for a 1st down as he hooked up with David Nelson, the 3rd wide receiver. Let's find out what's happening with Arizona and Minnesota. Here's Kurt Menefee.
Well, Adrian Peterson scored a touchdown to put the Vikings up 7-0, but quickly Arizona answered back. Rod Stevens-Howling's 2nd touchdown return on a kickoff this season, 3rd of his career, 96 yards, and it's all even at 7 apiece in the 2nd quarter. Sam and 10.
You got to love that guy. 7th-round pick out of Pitt. Oh, he's terrific. See the standings. Arizona trying to stay in the race in the Western Division. The NFC West. On the handoff, C.J. Spiller gets back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe got half a yard on the play.
Urlacher is playing so good this year, and watch him just slow play this number 54 right in the middle. It's gonna be a power. So here comes the pull. He's gonna slow play it, slip underneath, and then bang. And then once he gets his hands on guys, forget it. Time to get violent and physical.
What do you mean by slow play it?
Well, he didn't run over the top. You'll see a lot of middle linebackers, especially the young ones. They're so fast to get over the top because they don't want the thing to get outside. He trusted his teammates, slow played it, knowing they do their job, and it would eventually, Sam, cut back to him.
Here's 2nd and 9. Fitzpatrick gets time and throws. Great catch. Down to the 34-yard line. Great grab by the veteran Lee Evans. He reached back. A pickup of 14 on the play. You mentioned how smart Fitzpatrick is. Where did he go to school?
Yeah, he went to Harvard. He was the top 1% of his high school class. This is the dig route. Watch Lee Evans right here. He's going to put it right inside. He threw this route. That being Ryan Fitzpatrick, countless times when he played for Mike Marks with the St. Louis Rams.
He started his career with St. Louis, a couple of years there, went to Cincinnati for 2 years, now his second year in Buffalo. Spiller is stopped. Oh, great penetration by the man, Julius Peppers. And I think we were talking to Brian Urlacher, who said, talk about Peppers and the way he's playing. He hasn't been getting the sacks. He says, what goes unnoticed, the way he plays the run so well.
Yeah, watch him stunt here. He's going to crease the inside gap, the B gap. And David Martin has no chance. Ended up being the C gap because the tackle blocked down. They expected David Martin, the tight end, to try to get a body on Julius Peppers and wash him down the line of scrimmage. There's not a tight end in the league, Sam, that could achieve that on Peppers.
Loss of 4 on the play, 2nd and 14. Fitzpatrick gets time, nobody open. Buying some time and throws it away. Got it back to the line of scrimmage. There was somebody in the area, C.J. Spiller, so there's no intentional grounding on the play. 21 plays, they've run 11 times. Forte motions, empty backfield. Cutler short drop, finds a man, Johnny Knox. Nice cutback. Knox with a good play gets a first down up to the 24-yard line. Knox, good quickness. He is a threat anytime he gets his hand on the ball. A second leading receiver on the team.
You got to like the fact Jay Cutler's getting the ball out quick. Some decent little pressure on him, and he's able to drop back and unload it on time. I'll tell you, though, there was on Jay Cutler, but those are the details that you have to get right, in particular in terms of the footwork when you're throwing the ball from Mike Marks.
On 3rd and 10, deep drop by Cutler. Steps up, out of trouble. Finds a man, it's Earl Bennett. First down Bears. Bennett stayed on his feet and fights his way up to midfield. Good effort by Earl Bennett and a good job by Cutler to get away from the rush and get some time to make that throw. 26-yard play.
And here's what you love about Jay Cutler, the skill sets. Look at all the time he's got to throw the ball. Look at the sack clock right there. He's going to move to the right. He's going to buy some time again with his feet. And then there's that outstanding arm strength. Almost 5 seconds to throw the rock right there, Sam. But you look at him back across the field with outstanding velocity. That's what you love about Cutler, those skill sets.
Up to midfield for the first down. Cutler 9 for 14, 103 yards and 1 touchdown. Off the play fake, deep drop. Cutler rolling and throwing for Johnny Knox. He's got it inside the 40, out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Covered by Leonis McKelvin. Well thrown pass, and Knox is having a good day. That's a 12-yard gain.
And he is seeing it. Watch the blitz come right here. Reggie Torbor delayed blitz. Cutler picks it up. Jay's going to bounce outside, break, contain. And then again, we've seen him a few times today on the run, shooting the ball in there perfectly.
Good start to the game for Jay Cutler, who said he just laid low during the bye week, stayed home, looked at some of the things and said, you know what, there are times when we're a really good offensive team, but we make a lot of mistakes. We've got to clean them up. Cutler drops back, has time, all the time. He's got a man open, it's Forte, and it was batted away by Reggie Torbor. Forte had a couple of steps on Torbor, but he had to wait for the ball, and Torbor got back and knocked it away.
And did you see Jay Cutler's face right there? He knew he had him. Forte on Torbor, an absolute mismatch. Man coverage. Here's Forte. Here's the guy that's going to cover him right there, Reggie Torbor. Forte knows that he's going to take off. Look at that big gap of separation. He's got to wait on the ball that was underthrown. That would have been an easy touchdown.
2nd and 10 for the Bears. 2 tight ends in. Bears have been going with the pass game a lot now. Now they go to the ground with Chester Taylor, who cuts it inside and gets down close to the 35-yard line. Spencer Johnson made the tackle for the Bills. Buffalo Bills, as we mentioned earlier, will get some much needed defensive support. Sean Merriman, and if he's got what you said, Tim, if he's got a lot left in the tank, he will help them. Bears 3rd downs. They've been a struggle all season long.
Yeah, but look at today. Typically 8 yards on average. Only 3rd and 5.8 has been the average today, which has been a feather in their cap.
9th play of this drive. 3rd down. Cutler Nobody open, he takes off. Another good run by Cutler, who slides down at the 21-yard line. Oh, smart move by Cutler. He had a wide open field, and he ran for 14.
And he knows here it comes. And he's got man coverage with all the other guys, so he knows right now, if I can just get away, he looks down the field. Look at all that open turf. Remember I said earlier, if Jay continues to do that, Cutler uses his legs to crease the defense, it's going to change how people cover him. That'll change how much you blitz him. It'll change how much man coverage you're running behind it. If you've got the threat of a quarterback that can run and hurt you.
Cutler has run twice and picked up 32 yards. First down at the Bills 21. This drive started on the Bears 13. Taylor slipped as he wanted to cut back. Kyle Williams was right there.
He is such a
Taylor
good player.
Just slipped on the turf.
He is such a good player. He's 6'1", he's about 310 pounds. Watch him here and watch his quickness as he flies inside and just splits that gap. That's what you want out of a defensive tackle, especially on all the zone combination blocks. They try to get two on him and end up getting to the second level, the offensive lineman. If you can stay in between them and bust that gap and then get penetration on top of it, you've done your job. Really good there by Kyle Williams.
Second and 12. Bears go 3 wide receivers and empty backfield. Everybody out. Cutler gets it to Greg Olsen. Flag on the play. Olsen dropped by Reggie Corner. Good tackle at the 19-yard line. Second and 17 for the Bears. Cutler sends everybody out. Gets good protection. Finds Earl Bennett. Bennett inside the 15. Shoved out of bounds by Jarris Bird. And again, good job up front by the offensive line. On FSN, check your local listings for the start time in your area. Fitzpatrick in trouble, rolls away, runs for it, and runs out of bounds. Up at the 38, the flag as he got hit out of bounds.
Yeah, Tillman clearly hit him out of bounds. He was trying to hold up, but still made contact with Fitzpatrick about 2 yards on that white stripe out of bounds.
So take another look at the play here.
Yeah, and you'll see Tillman. He's going to try to hold up right there, but
foul. Late hit out of bounds. Defense number 33. 15-yard penalty added to the end of the run.
Bears are hurting themselves
No doubt.
with penalties. They had the back-to-back false starts that took them back and forced Robbie Cole to kick a longer field goal, which he wound up missing. And now they gave the Bills 15 yards. Bills have the ball with 2 timeouts remaining at the Bears 46. 4 wide receivers in. Everybody out. Fitzpatrick throws short and was dropped, incomplete, intended for Lee Evans. Stay with us at halftime. The Visa halftime report coming up. Kurt, Terry, Howie, Michael, and Jimmy in the studio. We'll check out the Minnesota Vikings situation, and they'll also update the AFC East race. Stay tuned for the Visa halftime report. Second and 10 for the Bills. They go with 4 wide receivers. Roscoe Parrish and David Nelson are in, with Lee Evans and Stevie Johnson. Blitz coming. Fitzpatrick hit, but he got rid of it. Incomplete. Great coverage by Charles Tillman on Lee Evans. Fitzpatrick was hit as he threw. Ooh.
he sure was. Watch Chris Harris come flying up. You got both backers. Here's Chris Harris there, 46. Comes in and perfect hit on the quarterback. Urlacher gets his hand almost up and knocks that thing down. But terrific accuracy by Ryan Fitzpatrick with a safety. Chris Harris right in his grill.
Fred Jackson in the backfield for the Bills with 4 wideouts on 3rd and 10. And the throw is outside of Stevie Johnson. He's surrounded, fights his way inside the 40. And a timeout call. The ball down at the 39-yard line.
I like him, Sam. I think you can build around him.
They're going for it on 4th and 2. Have to get to the 36. Everybody out. Fitzpatrick throws, and it's caught for first down by David Nelson. Down at the 28-yard line, the rookie out of Florida, David Nelson, who has stepped up. 10-yard pickup.
What a great throw.
Hurry up offense. Fitzpatrick swings it out. Low throw to Fred Jackson. Made a good grab. He's brought down by Lance Briggs. Down to the 21-yard line. Clock running. Bills have one time, make that 2 timeouts remaining.
I'll tell you what, this is where the Bears have thrived too, in two-minute defense. Ryan Fitzpatrick's picking at him right now.
Everybody out, blitz coming, the pass overthrown. Intended for Fred Jackson, and was thrown too high. That time Julius Peppers with big pressure, forcing Fitzpatrick to throw high.
You can see up here on your screen, they got 2 timeouts left. 2 little lights lit up there.
I like that you have your telestrator back. Haven't been able to use it for the first half. Rod Marinelli.
Well, hold on. Let me really. There's Rod Marinelli.
There you go. Rod's done a terrific job as defensive coordinator. Real positive force for his players.
All ball, all the time.
Here's 3rd down. Blitz coming. He got rid of it to Fred Jackson. Gets by for Urlacher. Urlacher got a piece of him and took him down. But it's a 1st down inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. Fitzpatrick under pressure, throws, batted away, almost intercepted by Tim Jennings. That was underthrown for Lee Evans. Jennings with a diving play almost picked it off. Excuse me, Stevie Johnson, the intended receiver.
Yeah, and there is no air under this football. It's on a rope from Ryan Fitzpatrick. Tried to slide it in there, and it was behind him, not out in front enough, and it gave Tim Jennings an opportunity to break on the ball and almost get an interception.
2nd and 10. 23 seconds remaining in the 1st half. Empty backfield, everybody out. Fitzpatrick gets time, throws, and it's broken up. He tried to force that into David Nelson. That looked like DJ Moore with a good play. Urlacher was there as well.
Well, this is the 2-buck cover 2, which means he's got the deep middle. It's going to end up being David Nelson there. Watch Urlacher. He's just going to turn down and run with the receiver and then feel the receiver trying to go up and get the ball. And then Urlacher just puts his hands up. Look at him right here. I mean, that's just reading the receiver. The receiver's eyes get big. He puts his hands up. You know the ball's coming. Brian Urlacher blindly sticks his arms up and ends up being a major factor on the play.
3rd and 10 with 4 wide receivers. Fitzpatrick throws for Roscoe Parrish. Touchdown! The man who worked his way into the NFL, played college football at the University of Manitoba, went to the combines on his own, paid his way, handed out tapes of his highlights of college ball. The Cleveland Browns invited him and signed him, and they let him go. The Bears signed him to their practice squad. Here he is 7 years later, starting in the NFL. 2nd and 5 for the Bills. Time for Fitzpatrick. Connects with Stevie Johnson. Charles Tillman gets him out of bounds at the 34, but it's a 1st down.
I tell you, when you start getting sacks on people and getting production, you end up putting 2 guys on them. Watch it, Donajay there. You were just talking about him. He's going to have 2 blockers, and it's both running backs that end up taking him. See, Corey McIntyre's got him to the inside. Fred Jackson's got him to the outside. That guy coming into his 7th year had only 8 sacks in his career. Coming into this year, he's got 4.5 this year.
Roscoe Parrish in as a 3rd wide receiver for the Bills. Their 9th run of the game is Fred Jackson. 2-yard pickup up to the 36-yard line. The Bears' strength has been their run defense. Overall, team defense has been good.
Yeah, watch this. Daniel Manning, 38. He is going to buzz up into the box and right where they're running the football. That's all by design. And that's getting your 8th defender up in the box to have an extra guy for the runner. And that's how you draw it up. You rotate, you buzz up in the box. You're hoping a cutback comes your way. That was perfect.
Jackson splits out as the Bills go empty backfield. David Martin is the tight end and 3 wide receivers. Fitzpatrick with time. Outside of Steve Johnson, hit immediately by Danielle Manning at the 38-yard line. Bring up a 3rd and 6 for the Bills. Tommy Harris comes into the game at defensive tackle. Thus far, Brian Urlacher and Lance Briggs leading the way as far as leading tacklers for the Bears. And Henry Melton is in. Good pass rusher inside and outside. He lines up inside here for the Bears. Blitz coming. It's picked up. Fitzpatrick throws and connects with Stevie Johnson. First down, Bills at the Bears 49-yard line. Talk about hanging in there by Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, DJ Moore comes from here. Then Urlacher's going to come secondary on the blitz. And watch number 14, the quarterback Fitzpatrick, just hang in there. First guy picked up, second guy unblocked. Urlacher, Bell gets a piece of him and throwing it right off of his back foot. Spins it right out there to Stevie Johnson, who is underrated. And Sammy having a nice year. He is a receiver nobody knows anything about. He's got 5 touchdowns in 5 consecutive games.
Barry Turner in at defensive end for the Bears, number 96. On first down, Fred Jackson takes the handoff. Fitzpatrick was downfield looking to block. Jackson was brought down at the 45. He picked up 4 on the play. Ryan Fitzpatrick, no fear in this guy.
Well, he's the lead blocker on the cutback play. Not only does he hand it off, now he's going to get out there and I think if you have a beard like that, you can do about anything you want, Sam. Watch him here as he hands it off. Now he's going to lead block. Get up in there. Oh, well, he didn't hit anybody.
Wow. He looked good doing it.
He sure did.
Parrish back in as the third wide receiver for the Bills, who are moving the ball well. Fred Jackson on the play fake. Fitzpatrick's got it, connects with Parrish. And he is right at the first down marker. It's going to be spotted a little short. And it'll bring up a third and less than a yard for the Bills.
Boy, he is quick. Roscoe Parrish, he just runs that little pivot route and sticks it inside. Yeah, and think about down at the U, the Miami Hurricanes, when Roscoe Parrish and Devin Hester were there together.
A couple of years. Yeah. Whoa. Quite a dynamic duo. They are still good friends to this day. 2 tight ends in for the Bills. Jonathan Stupar, number 88, is in. Here's third and less than a yard. Jackson, there's nothing there. The Bears stopped him. And the ball came loose. The Bears think they have it. Let's see.
Oh, that ball's out.
Waiting for the official sign as they unpile. The Bears have it. First turnover of the game. Their first offensive possession of the second half with a couple of runs. Cutler checking off. 3 wide receivers. Cutler rolling. And he's going to run for it. And another first down. Cutler doing a great job running and choosing his spots. Wide open around the sideline. Once he got around Chris Kelsey, he was wide open. He picks up 9 for the first down.
No, he is underrated athletically for sure. Absolutely. And it was been the last 3 games they've only scored 10 points in the second half. But I tell you, Jay Cutler is, look at that, 4 rushes, 40 yards for Cutler.
In Bills territory at the 45-yard line. Oh. Quick slant to Hester, and he's down to the 38. Just a quick step and a throw, and Hester with the catch as they pick up 7 on first down.
You got to like this because you got out here, you got the smoke screen threat, and watch Johnny Knox just stay there, and it's just a quick slant. It's a 1-step hitch and throw. So you fake the little bubble screen. You have Johnny Knox turn like he's going to catch the hitch. Just a quick fire slant from Hester.
3 wide receivers. They motion Bennett, and he lines up in the backfield. They toss it to Bennett, and he runs with it, and he's got a first down. There was a new formation. They motioned the wide receiver, the 3rd wide out, set him up at the top of the eye, and tossed it to him.
No, you love it. And that's the old misdirection, flip 90, get everybody going one way and pitch it out to the weak side. He motioned right to here. Now the ball's coming out quick, and he only needs a few yards, so he gets good blocks from Johnny Knox out there on Drayton Florence, which gives him just enough of an edge.
And that counts as a running play in the books for the Bears.
That's
first down at the Bills 33. 3 tight ends in for the Bears.
Jay might take a shot here.
They motion Olsen. Cutler, deep drop, sets up, goes outside, and a nice catch by Greg Olson, and he's down to the 26-yard line. Pickup of 7.
Well, Mike Martz will formation you to death. He'll throw a lot of different looks out there to try to get the defense thinking a little bit. You know my motto, you overthink, you stink. You got to be able to play fast in this league. So Mike's been doing a lot of different stuff, 2, 3 tight ends, motioning Earl Bennett to the backfield. That time it was max protect. They said only 2 guys out in the route, blocked with everybody else.
Again, 3 tight ends. The lone wide receiver is Earl Bennett. They hand it to Forte, and he breaks outside. Forte inside the 10 and out of bounds at the 4-yard line. 22-yard run for Forte. Got up holding his ribs a little bit. Might have been banged up a bit, but a big run.
Yeah, and watch him follow the lead block of Brandon Manu Maliuna. Watch this. I mean, Manu Maliuna didn't even need to hit anybody. That's just such good vision by Forte. Designed to go a little bit more up on the inside, and that's his biggest run of the day. He sees the opening to the outside and hits it for a nice pop.
Chester Taylor replaces Matt Forte. First and goal at the 4. Rasheed Davis motions. 3 wide receivers for the Bears. It's Taylor hit at the line of scrimmage, but good second effort gets him down to the 1-yard line. Kept the legs churning and goes down to the 1. Paul Puslosny, the middle linebacker, with the stop.
If you want to play nose tackle in this league, Sam, you better be physical. Watch number 95, Kyle Williams, here on Chris Williams. Comes back, and again, a big part of forcing that thing to cut back. Chester Taylor's able to break a tackle there from Puslosny, but that guy's an animal in there, Kyle Williams.
Kevin Schaefer, a tackle, is eligible on the left side on second and goal at the 1. Taylor, touchdown! Kevin Schaefer, the eligible tackle on the outside with a lead block. Taylor takes it in, only the 4th rushing touchdown of the season for the Bears. The first one by a running back not named Matt Forte.
And how about this, Sam? The first touchdown in the 3rd quarter all year.
That's right. So the Bears got the turnover, 35 yards rushing in the game. C.J. Spiller in the backfield. Fitzpatrick throws, and it's caught by Stevie Johnson at the 36-yard line. Good throw, good catch. Pickup of 16 for the Bills on first down.
Now this guy's for real now. 7th-round pick a few years ago, and everyone's wondering, well, and we've heard nothing but good stuff about Stevie Johnson. And last couple of years, everybody's like, well, we just keep hearing about this guy, but we don't see him on Sundays. Well, what people forget is last year they had Terrell Owens out there.
Right.
I think you're going to start Stevie Johnson in front of Terrell Owens. He's getting his opportunity, and he's making the most of it.
Draw play for Spiller. Slipped Urlacher, but a good job by DJ Moore to get there. With help from Charles Tillman, they throw down Spiller. C.J. Spiller, the 9th player picked overall in the draft this year, came out of Clemson with tremendous statistics. He was a touchdown machine at Clemson, but he's still been adjusting to rookie play in the NFL.
Yeah, he absolutely is. Watch Urlacher here as he's going to get over the top. Right through it. Now he's going to force it wide, which allows DJ Moore to come up and make the tackle. And that's one thing. I mean, C.J. Spiller, it's a tough assimilation to come up to this league and make guys miss. One thing he did very, very easily in college.
Fitzpatrick throws for Spiller, who makes the catch at the 40-yard line. It'll bring up a 3rd and 6.
He had like Reggie Bush all-purpose yards down in Clemson. It was ridiculous.
Great return man. The Bills use him as a kickoff return man. He's had 1 long return for a touchdown.
It's a punt when it's 3rd and long.
Big play for the Bills. 3 wide receivers. Corey McIntyre, the fullback, in the backfield for protection. Fitzpatrick steps up and throws and connects with Stevie Johnson. Inside the 20, inside the 10. Still going down to the 3-yard line. What a play by Stevie Johnson. A gain of 46 yards on a 3rd and 10 play.
And again, the quarterback, just a great job. Here's Stevie Johnson out here, 13. He's allowed to have the inside release. I'm telling you, though, that's all Ryan Fitzpatrick. Good stuff by Stevie Johnson, sitting down kind of in the middle of that zone in the soft spot. But Ryan Fitzpatrick buying time with his feet, sliding a little bit to the left, and throws a laser.
Officially 45-yard gain. Brett Jackson, he is in. Touchdown, Bills. 21 consecutive good extra points from the 21. Forte with about a yard pickup. Antonio Coleman, number 59, rookie out of Auburn, in the game at outside linebacker. 2nd and 9. There's Antonio, undrafted free agent.
Oh, he was a terrific player at Auburn, though. Go look at his numbers. 24.5 sacks down in the SEC. That tells me he can rush the passer.
Devin Aroma should do in for the Bears and wide receiver, along with Devin Hester. Off the play fake. Cutler trying to roll out of trouble. Throws back for Hester. Hester is tripped up at the 38. That was a terrific throw by Jay Cutler. Let's check out the Lions and the Jets and go to Kurt Menefee for that.
The Jets call for roughing the kicker, so the Lions extend the drive, go for the touchdown. Matthew Stafford converts it, but their kicker, Jason Hanson, was injured on that roughing. Ndamukong Suh comes in to take the extra point. He missed it. It's a 13-10 lead. But once again, Ndamukong Suh trying an extra point. Hey, you guys aren't the only one with kicking issues in your game.
How about that, Kurt? Well, Ndamukong Suh feels he can do anything in football. Here's Forte straight ahead, picks up about a yard on the play. The Bears have been mixing it up today.
Yeah, really good stuff. Last drive, this is Jay Cutler using his legs to hurt the defense and just getting it out quick decision making. Now he's going to throw the misdirection outside perimeter toss, and now you got 8 guys blocking. You're sending 2 out on the routes. And then Forte taking this one down near the goal line. And then Chester Taylor getting a nice block from Kevin Schaefer out on the edge and getting it in for 6.
24 runs, 21 passes. The play calling by Mike Martz in this game. Blitz coming. Cutler throws and completes to Brandon Manamaliuna. The tight end, who for the most part lines up in the backfield as a fullback, but a guy who can get out there and catch the ball, and he does for a first down at the 48-yard line.
Jay Cutler in this system is that ball coming out with the precision and the synchronicity and timing with the wideouts.
2 tight ends, Manamaliuna motion. Cutler deep drop, he's in trouble. The ball's loose, and the Bills have it. First turnover of the game. Spencer Johnson recovers the fumble. Chris Kelsey forced it. 3 wide receivers. They start from their own 49. Roscoe Parrish, the 3rd wideout. Fitzpatrick gets time. Short to Stevie Johnson. Johnson down to the Bears' 44-yard line. Stevie Johnson now leading receiver in the game with 7 catches.
Now, I think if you're the Bears on defense, and we've seen a good bit of this spread offense, empty backfield set, 5 wide. If you're Lovey in Chicago, you got to make your mind up. Do you want to blitz it and send an extra guy and attack the protection and make them get it out? Or do you want to sit it about 6 yards at the sticks and just rock guys after they catch it?
Play fake on 2nd and 3. Set up the screen to Fred Jackson. He's in trouble. Adams missed him, and he's forced out of bounds. No gain on the play. Pisatino Isamoa pushed him out of bounds. Anthony Adams really broke up the whole play with good penetration. Stevie Johnson, 7 catches in the game and even 100 yards. The 2nd career 100-yard game. Well, he's been a solid receiver, and Roscoe Parrish has had a big game.
Yeah, but you know what? The quarterback makes it all happen. And those guys are good route runners, and they are good receivers. And that quarterback's playing really good today.
3rd and 3, 4 wide receivers for Buffalo. Fitzpatrick gets time, outside, completes it to Lee Evans at the 40-yard line. First down, Buffalo. Tim Jennings covering, but thrown in a perfect spot for Lee Evans.
Yeah, and Chicago has decided here when they get into that spread principle, they're just going to play off. Watch this free access. He's going to bail out. Easy throw for Lee Evans. And look at the velocity. That is just too easy. And if you're not going to blitz them and you're going to sit and just hit guys when they catch it, you got to play tighter coverage. You cannot not blitz and then play off coverage and expect to have a factor on the short passing game.
C.J. Spiller in as the third running back. Carry straight ahead. Good run by Spiller. Picked up 5. Down to the 35-yard line. Ryan Fitzpatrick, 23 for 35, 220 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. It's been another strong game as the Bills, the last 3 weeks, have been right there, still looking for their first win of the season. 2 weeks ago, lost in overtime to Baltimore, at Baltimore. Last week at Kansas City, lost in overtime. Now trailing by a point. Spiller, good hold, looking to break it. He is brought down at the 20-yard line by Danielle Manning and Chris Harris. But there was Spiller at his best.
Yeah, and watch the block. He gets right here from Corey McIntyre on Lance Briggs. Watch this, 38 on 55. Bang, kick it out, creates a nice crease, and Spiller is just so quick up on the inside. And that's what makes it happen. There and there, junction point right there on the block. Bang, and then there's that little crease for C.J. Spiller, who will hit it hard up inside there.
15-yard run. Peppers is out, Turner in, that pass complete. Down to the 7-yard line to Lee Evans. Boy, the wide receivers are making some catches for Buffalo. Evans, Johnson, Roscoe Parrish, and throw in David Nelson as well. They've done a terrific job.
They really have, and that's 5 in a row by Ryan Fitzpatrick. And you can tell, Sam, by watching him and his pre-snap read, he's all over it because there's no hesitation when he's throwing the football. He gets to his back step, he knows where his receiver is going to be, and he unloads the football.
First and goal. Here in the second half, Buffalo 159 yards. Fitzpatrick, low throw, and it's ruled a catch by Stevie Johnson. He's down at the 1-yard line. Another great catch.
And another great throw. Sam, you handle the wideouts, I'll handle the quarterback. No, that was good. A little slant, but a good, perfect ball location. And watch Ryan Fitzpatrick here. It's low. It's down at about waist level. No one else can get to it except Stevie Johnson.
It is second and goal at the 1-yard line. 3 tight ends in there. McIntyre and Spiller in the backfield. It's McIntyre, the fullback, for the touchdown. Chester Taylor in the backfield with 3 tight ends in. The toss to Taylor. And fights his way for a tough 2 yards up to the 27-yard line. Juan Edwards made the tackle. Bears have some tough games coming up. Not that this one isn't. This has become a very, very tough game. Buffalo is showing a lot of heart and character with the way they've played the last 3 weeks.
No, and talking to Kyle Williams, he said the locker room is frustrated, but we're not down. We've got a great group of guys, and you just turn on the tape the last few games, and you can see that the effort is there, and they're definitely getting better.
Empty backfield, trying to go screen, and was almost intercepted. It was tipped by Antonio Coleman and almost intercepted by Brian Scott. He's trying to set the screen for the tight end, Greg Olsen.
You're exactly right. Greg Olsen just comes sliding right in here, and Jay Cutler lets the rush come to him. Looks like it hit Olsen right in the face mask. Brian Scott almost got it.
Wow. That would have been a disaster. Chester Taylor in the backfield. Here's a big 3rd and 8 for the Bears. Have to get to the 35. For a first down. Everybody out. Cutler rolls, looking, nobody open. He throws it away. Let's find out what the New Orleans.
Yeah, the story is right there. Number 14, Ryan Fitzpatrick, is really good here in the second half.
The Bears have to come up with something defensively here. Fitzpatrick gets time again, throws, and it is intercepted. Tim Jennings holding on to the ball, bringing it back inside the 30 and down at the 23-yard line. What a pick by Jennings. The coach loves it. He gives him a round of applause.
Here's Tim Jennings out here, a little double move. You see it, he bites on it from Stevie Johnson, but he's got help coming over from the safety. The ball comes out late. He's playing in a trail position. Great job in terms of concentration because he can't hold it right away. He's just going to stay with it, ends up getting it, and then takes it down to the sidelines and gets some good blocks. But that was the worst throw of the game for Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Here's the big play, 3rd and 10 for the Bears. Forte splits out, empty backfield. Cutler gets time, still waiting. Now he throws and completes to Olsen. Down to the 5-yard line. Jay Cutler had all day. There was no rush. An 18-yard gain on a big 3rd and 10.
Well, watch how much time he has to throw this football. I don't care which you are on defense. Watch this sack clock right there. The zones are going to break down. You got a 3-man rush. You got 8 guys in coverage. Cutler's got 6.5 seconds almost to throw the football. Good job by Greg Olsen, just in the scramble drill, getting even with the quarterback.
Cutler throws, open man. Touchdown to Bennett. There's a flag on the play.
Yeah,
let's check it out.
This is going to stand because the guy who threw the flag after he threw it at the back end raised his hands. Touchdown. I believe this is going to be on the defense.
Gene Steratore.
Illegal use of the hands of the face. Defense number 28. Penalty is declined. Result of the play, touchdown.
And the Bears have the lead back.
Yep. Bang, right to the outside. Max protection. He sells it to the inside. Hard break to the outside, and Leotis McKelvin can't run with it.
And now with a 1-point lead, the Bears will try to make it 3. They'll go for 2 points. Earlier, the Bills went for 2 and failed. For Earl Bennett, his first touchdown reception of the season.
He's had a nice game today.
Yes, he has. 4 catches, 52 yards. Here's the 2-point try with 3 wide receivers. Shovel pass. In goes Forte for 2. And the Bears lead 22-19.
That was a great play call from Mike Martz. Great play call. Greg Olsen is such a red zone threat. There he is. He's the motion man. Watch how he takes Reggie Torbor right out of the box. Watch Reggie go with him. Now you got 3 blockers on really 2 defenders. Chris Williams doesn't have to hit anybody, and you had a nice alley up inside.
Williams was looking for somebody. There was nobody to hit. This was the touchdown pass to Bennett.
Jay Cutler has made some terrific throws today, Sam, running and moving to the side, buying some extra time, and with movement, delivering strikes.
And sports.com/vote. Please go there and cast your vote. We want to know what you think. Empty backfield. Blitz coming. He gets rid of it, completes to Stevie Johnson. Up to the 29-yard line. It's going to be a 3rd and 1 for the Bills. Down by 3. The Bills have been in this position the last couple of weeks. Stevie Johnson with 9 catches for 115 yards.
I think he's shaking his head right there because he knew he needed to get past that first down line.
The 9 catches, a career high for Stevie Johnson. McIntyre in at fullback. 2 tight ends on the 3rd and 1. The toss to Spiller. Can he get outside? Harris has him, but Spiller gets the first down. He's out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Chris Harris, the safety, came up. Spiller did a good job using the stiff arm.
It's amazing how it can go south so fast in this league. New contract last year for Brad Childress. And
quick outside of Roscoe Parrish. Nice gain by Parrish. He's up close to the first down marker, maybe just a little short. DJ Moore took him down. But Roscoe Parrish has had a strong game with 7 catches for 60 yards.
There's a guy who's really underrated as a coach, Chan Gailey. And you just watch Chan coach, and he reminds me of a Norv Turner type where he's typically going to put his guys in great positions to make plays schematically, and he's going to challenge the defense. Never puts his team formation-wise in a bad spot.
Barry Turner in for Julius Peppers at defensive end on the 3rd and 1. Big pile-up, and it's a first down for the Bears. They've got enough. Jeff Hangartner, the center. Andy Levitre, the left guard, leading the blocking. Hangartner and Julius Peppers were teammates at Carolina. They went opposite one another throughout many practices down there.
Tell you, the tackles are holding up pretty good today. Demetrius Bell on one side. You got Cord Howard, the rookie free agent, on the other. Mansfield Rado has been in there and played quite a bit. I believe he's out there right now, 61. You see him, and they have not allowed a sack.
First down for the Bills. Spiller at running back. 3 wide receivers off the play fake. Pressure from Adonijay. Down he goes. Adonijay got a piece of him. Fitzpatrick was unbalanced and fell down.
And look how wide Adonijay is. They're going to try to block him with Martin. There is no chance. Watch him get out there. He's just going to get rid of him, slide right up inside. Now, Fitzpatrick's just got to dig a hole before he gets swallowed up by Israel Adonijay. First sack of the day.
Adonijay, 5.5 sacks, a career high for him. He leads the team.
Nice homecoming for him today. Had that big block extra point as well.
Peppers is back in at right defensive end for the Bears. Fitzpatrick, screen pass to Jackson. Jackson across the 40, back up to the 42-yard line, the original line of scrimmage. Here's 3rd and 10. 4 wide receivers for Buffalo. Blitz coming. Fitzpatrick throws and completes it to Johnson. And he's got the first down. Out of bounds at the Bears' 44-yard line. A big throw by Fitzpatrick and another good catch by Stevie Johnson. 10 catches, 130 yards for Stevie Johnson.
Watch him run Charles Tillman off. Tillman's going to turn and run with him. Puts the brakes on, comes back right on time. Fitzpatrick versus the blitz. Perfect timing. That's how you execute and get a first down versus the blitz. Got the corner's hips to turn one way, planted his feet, came back the other. Fitzpatrick threw a strike again.
Where did he learn that early? That was pretty good. That break sound. It was good. Everybody out on first down. He throws long for Lee Evans. It's out of bounds. Evans made a great catch, but he was out of bounds. He was one-on-one with Charles Tillman.
You know, you asked me earlier about Ryan Fitzpatrick and if you could build around him. I say you absolutely can. The guy's very smart. He's got terrific mobility. You can tell from an X's and O's standpoint, a football intelligence standpoint, he is ahead of the curve. He hasn't started a bunch of games. I'm really impressed with him.
Now, think about a tying field goal possibility here. Ryan Lindell, yet last week, hit from 53, but the timeout wiped it out for him, so he's close. They're close to getting him in field goal range. Fitzpatrick with time. He throws too low. That was tracked. David Nelson, the intended receiver, sliding, trying to make the grab.
Well, and he had him too. It's quarters coverage, which means you got 4 deep. And he's going to slam it, or 3 deep, excuse me, it was cover 3, and he slams it right in between the corner and the safety, but that ball just took a nosedive on him. I think it came out early, Sam. Or excuse me, came out late and just took a nosedive and went right into the turf.
Lindell staying warm. Bills have 4 wide receivers in. On 3rd and 10. Here comes the blitz. Fitzpatrick rolls, throws. What a catch by Roscoe Parrish, but he was out of bounds. Did not come down with both feet in bounds. Thanks, Mike. Here it's 4th and 10 for the Buffalo Bills. They've got to get to the 34 for a first down. Pressure on Fitzpatrick. He throws. It's incomplete. Big time pressure. There's a flag on the play. Was he hit?
You got Israel and Donahue who's saying they held me.
Offense number 77. Penalty is declined. Result of the play is an incomplete pass. First down, Chicago.
We may have time to send you to another big game that's winding down on Fox NFL Sunday. Here's Forte. Breaking a couple of tackles, gets into Bills territory at the 48-yard line. And Tim, you said the Bears should commit to 30 runs. That was number 29. 1:04 to go, no timeouts. Bills with the ball on the 1-yard line. Donald Jones in at wide receiver. 4 wideouts. Fitzpatrick in trouble, but he connects with Stevie Johnson up to the 17-yard line. Good effort with Peppers pressuring, and Peppers was hurt on the play.
Tell you what happened is Julius came around on a stunt and then tripped and fell down and fell right into the knees of Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Bills are ready and the clock is winding. Fitzpatrick throws and completes it to Donald Jones up to the 25-yard line. Clock running. Roscoe Parrish is not in. Apparent hand injury, and he's on the sideline. He had a good game.
Bears will funnel everything inside.
Pressure from Melton. The pass is intercepted. Intercepted by Chris Harris off the deflection. The Bears defense gets that third takeaway.
Yep, that's the one they're looking for. The Bears are defending the sidelines. They're funneling everything to the middle of the field. Fitzpatrick takes a shot, tips and overthrows to the middle of the field is when generally you're going to see the interceptions.
DJ Moore got the tip.
Yep.
And Chris Harris the interception.
Yeah, here it is. Here's Chris Harris, 46. DJ Moore should have picked it himself as he undercut the route. Went off his hands up in the air. Chris Harris, deepest of the deep there as a safety. Comes up with that third turnover.
This one is winding down. The Bears will put this away and go 5-3. The Bills come close again, but fall short. They are 0-8, and we've got more game action coming your way.